Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Shadow Empire, episode number 14 of this preview beta version from the original stream series. So, not much to do in the rest of this episode. I really feel like when we look at the situation, I feel like completely in control in like a great way that, things are, really in our hands right now. So, we're just going to keep rolling. I don't see anybody who can possibly stop us, not in the foreseeable future. So we'll probably capture both these cities. We'll capture this one, that one. It's going to give us 5, which is actually going to be probably presenting some issues with ruling. Now we are way behind on the victory points, so it's all a good time for us to get started. Capturing those 4 other cities will probably put us into second, but yeah, we'll see. This right now we're playing tall, as it were. Pacifica is just a huge city. I mean, I think it's by itself it's keeping us in the runnings with almost 200,000 people now. But it's time to rebuild this planet. So, anyways, let's. I don't remember if there's anything I wanted to do. I'm just gonna assume not, and advance turns. So I don't suspect there's much that the enemy will do. A little bit weird how it does not completely remember what was going on. Wonder if I can get it to redraw that? No, it's not working. If anything happens, it will update if they move at all. But we surround them, so right now I don't think that they will be moving anywhere. Vic has made some changes, by the way. Lots of patches are dropping for those in the beta. A lot of them require new games to take effect, but obviously I'm not gonna start this game over. This is way too much fun. So here we go. And also the administrative strain. I mentioned to him that administrative strain of even 1%. It's kind of brutal because it slows down turns by a whole turn. So if you have a building which will take 4 turns or even 2 turns, it'll take an extra turn, which is a 50% penalty for only 1% administrative strain, just because turns are discrete and it rounds down essentially, or rounds up, whatever way you're looking at it. We operationalized our light armor infantry corps. That's very cool. So we can actually build that now if we want. Civilization has risen to level 6. So we got a card pack. Eager Industrialist. Okay, that's great. We'll probably save this for a different city. I mean, most things we'll save for a different city. Happy Family. Tacticus Genius. Track Free Folk. Again, this might be one that we now might want to save for a different city, region. Siege, hopefully it's not necessary, but it's nice to have that card in our back pocket in case one of the cities is not really keen on surrendering. Alright, well, no decisions this turn, so let's just take a look at our economic status. We're still losing food at a frightful rate, but I think that should be... We should be picking that up pretty quickly with our new agricultural center finished. And looks like we're going to have to produce a little bit of ammunition. We have both the metal now. I mean, with the metal too, looks like the factory, the new mine, I should say, has kicked in very nicely. Also the private economy mine. So buying 4,020, I guess, ammunition does not seem like a big problem to me. Let me buy a little bit less because I actually don't know what our storage capacity is. Yeah, okay, it's 6,000, so we can store 6,000. It's pretty good. Anyways, it's time to charge. I've gotten a few comments. Most of the people are very, very supportive of this pace, for which I'm grateful for. I'm still trying to move faster because I still feel like that'll be, more exciting. So don't worry. Even if you say you're comfortable with this pace, I'm still aware of it, and I'm trying to move forward. But that said, a lot of people were very supportive of the pace, and that's nice. There's still a few people who were saying move a little bit faster. You just don't understand how defensively favored the combat in this game is. Let me do this first, just let me do bombardment. I don't think it'll make a big difference, but we should have full recon on this. 125 is definitely not full recon. Or battle banner, okay.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
Alright, looks like we got one hit and all of that, which translates to almost nothing. Alright, well we got armor. What's the worst that can happen? That we lose armor? Because that would be bad, but let's see how it goes. I don't think that this will be a big deal. We'll find out in a moment. 8 to 1, 22, 39, 45 to 1. Fantastic. Looks good to me. Charge into the attack. Did have somebody who got hit, but they did not die, thankfully. So, ooh, it looks like we have some... Oh, that's right. One unit was cut off from supply last turn. I think it was this unit. You are now within range. I'm actually going to move this unit in so they're closer. And now, if I can, I will take the moment to upgrade them on camera. Hooray! They're in supply range, so we can upgrade them. Good. So that means I think everybody is to level 3. I believe. Well, except for militia, which goes without saying, I suppose. So the nice thing is this frees up 2 of our troops who were not involved in that attack now have the means to push forward. In fact, that unit was even involved in the attack, as was this one, and they are still able to push forward. I'm going to push this one here just to push our lines a little bit further. One of these guys we ought to get all the way over here. Start putting the big pressure on. What's this? This is Zedalia, which is a miner. We have no designs on the Zedalia right now. We have a lot of other fruit to pick off the tree first, up in the northeast, but yeah, I mean, we're not planning to become fast friends with them or anything. It'd also be a good time for us to continue building our road. Is this going to be into the mountains? Oh, it is. This is kind of a brutal road. Why did I choose this? We only have enough for one more, so let's see what the road looks like. Okay, so this will take another 360, and then we'll be done. The road will connect. Now, I'm actually not sure if this is how my railroad would go. Like, this is fine, but then the railroad might need to go up and over this way to avoid the mountains here, because it's prohibitive. I think it's over 1,000. I'm pretty sure it's like 1,000 industrial points to build a railroad through the mountains, so it's very, very, very expensive. Another idea I had was actually just to run the railway indirectly to Omicron, so a railway to whatever city we decide to establish up here, and then that one would move to Omicron, and so only indirectly. That would also avoid the mountain, because it's definitely a little bit, I think it's significantly less expensive to go through forest. But yeah, I mean, our empire is really doing well, I feel. I mean, basically, the roads are spreading out. We have a good income. Speaking of income, we can probably check our trade, see how we're doing there. 4.5 credits. They're actually giving us quite a lot of money for metal. We don't have a strong use for that right now. I guess we could buy 3 more high-tech parts, even buy some machine parts. We're at 26. We're doing pretty well, but I don't know what the main use for money is. I mean, I guess buying stuff like radioactives, which are extremely expensive, even buying rare metals. So we'll just hold that in our back pocket for now. Let's turn on our troops again. And go to movement mode instead of inspection mode. Good, I knew somebody could move. Yeah, so I'm not going to push the border down here. Just start moving our troops forward. You're going to come with us. Yeah, that's fine. You are also going to come. Let's just have you push over there. Now, both the artillery are going to move down here because the other artillery is going up already, I believe. I believe that was the case. Let's keep these guys closer to the road because they might need more supplies. Now you are heading back. And you are also heading back. And you are going to join your troops down here. We'll just put them there because they're not supposed to be on the front line. And all these gentlemen. I mean, can you imagine being White Peak right now? Hey, those guys are our friends, right? Friends? Truce? Peace? I don't make the rules. I'm just here to enforce them. And the rule is, unfortunately, that you guys have to be killed. I don't know why. It's just how it goes. Probably not the most convincing argument, but them's the rules. Alright, well, our whole empire, if I can call it that, the Tortugan regime, our whole regime is now nicely... I don't know, I like it. I like what I see. Had some problems getting supply to this guy, so we have to be a little bit careful. He has a... Okay, so he does have the full 100. This will take 78, this will take 65. This... Okay, so it's going to take 65 either way. Although, I think we'll be able to get back. Let's do this. Yeah, we can at least move back here. And hey, we'll build this road. We will build one more dirt road. Okay, it takes only 40 to go into the forest. That's really not that bad. Oh, this is plassy. This is great. Plains grassy? No. This is forest, yeah. So otherwise it would take 24, right. Okay, so it's still really cheap. I mean, it's not in the hundreds. I can afford that. Just make sure that this guy gets supply. Why not? Yeah, I guess I'll put that one there as well, and we'll end it there, so that that's pretty good. Established a good border with what's Iron Space. That's right. Okay, that might be all that we need to do militarily and all that. Let me actually just put a pause in. Well, we're getting pretty unlucky as far as resources go. Vic has now added a new strategic map mode. Over here we can see there's regime, which is what it always was before. There's no zones. I think you can look at diplomacy somehow. I don't remember exactly how, but you can also look over on the far right stats, and this is where you can look at your resources. So we have no oil, the 3 metals, including 2 of them which we're already harvesting, no rare metals, no radioactives. We have the water right next to Pacifica. It has rain, temperature, radiation, things like that, high tectonic plates, scavenge points, which are, I mean, those are actually really useful for us as well because we can get oil from those. But essentially, we don't have a whole lot to go off of. Now, I'm still really hoping to get a rail station in Pacifica because that's, to me, that's the building up that we should be doing in preparation for conquering new cities. But the big but is it'll cost an extra 20 oil. And we're already kind of short as it is. So I think we're going to end up having to build a biofuel refinery, which is going to take 200 food and convert it to 200 oil. Now the problem is we are currently in a huge deficit for food. So this isn't a lose-lose situation for the moment. With fuel only costing 0.76, I'm just going to buy it. Buy every last drop.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
With food only costing 0.8, I'm also going to buy some of that. Because what is this money going to do in our pocket? Nothing. So we'll buy a fair chunk of change.
Roger that, sir.
Even rare earth metals I find pretty useful to collect. Maybe we'll just go on a spending spree.
Yes, sir. Roger
Take
that,
machines, high-tech parts, 1,500. It's only going to take us down to 3,500, sure. Hopefully we don't need any more high-tech parts after this. We don't need metal, we don't need anything else, so we're good. That'll update. So we're going to stave off that oil starvation for a little bit, but I mean the problem is we don't have any sources of regular income of oil. And in fact we have no regular resources at all, no rare metals, no oil. The only one we have is metal, and basically everything else is going to be coming from these ruins. We'll probably have to get a ruin here, but I kind of wanted to build a city there first. Okay, so anyways, we'll move on to the next turn. So I don't see anything else to do. We're in inspection mode, so it'll help if I get off in inspection mode. Yeah, we can move some troops forward. Some people I missed. Oh, yeah, look at that. I don't think we should lead with our artillery. Oh, well, we can actually move people forward. If I can, I also still don't want to attack the city. I don't want too many civilian casualties. because I'm such a nice guy. So honestly, what we'll probably do next turn, if we can, is get... I want to do 2 flanking maneuvers to isolate the city, to keep these 2 from entering. And then we'll take the rest of this territory. This will all become Flag Peak, which will be our territory soon enough. Okay, end the turn. It's possible they could attack us. It's a pretty sizable force. I'm not as worried about this. I think all their units have already retreated back into the city, so it's just going to be unfortunately, a bombardment campaign. So we have 1 artillery, that's the one from down here. Then we have the mechanized, which I may have forgotten to move. With the oil crisis, I don't really want to move them, honestly. They just suck up so much oil. It's always good when you don't see any steps. That means nobody's moving or doing anything, or, for example, attacking you. Okay, 3 decisions. We're still waiting for this turn. Oh my gosh, we have... This is never going to end. Alright, we completed rocketry. Rocket launchers. Nice. Armored Grenadier Army. That's interesting. What the heck is that? Okay, infiltration. Let's take a look at our decisions. Okay. I mean, I'm partial to cluster bombs. I don't know what it'll be. So let's just do it. Quack doctors active in Pacifica. Charlatans posing as doctors are treating loads of patients with disastrous results. There's loss of life. I'm supervising weeding these quacks out. Can I count on your support? Absolutely. So it's a D100 plus 213. So just plus 213 by itself should be like already a good indication that we're going to succeed. So we'll take the higher political point 1 just to minimize the chances of losing. Although honestly, it's impossible to lose. We'll still take the extra political point 1 because I want to give my full support. Hopefully that shows Dolly that I'm committed. Critical success. Just, it had to happen, of course, because we were so far ahead. Okay, we even have the option to upgrade to the higher city, major city now. This does have an advantage, by the way. There is something that you can construct. It might already be available now. Government? It's government. Oh, yeah. Bureaucratic offices. This was not available last turn because we didn't have the city size to support it. But now that we're at the higher city size, well, hell, I mean, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't do bureaucratic offices. So we'll go ahead and build those at the prohibitive cost of power. Well, we have 535, so I guess it's not so bad. Just want to take a look at that again. What exactly is your cost? Okay, 200 metal, 100 IP for 5 turns, no problems. 9,800 workers. Actually, it's going to be 31,000 workers needed to work there. So it's just insane. But we already require 21,000, so it's only 10,000 more, and not even 10,000, 9,800. Okay. So now we have some battle situations developing. No surprise. I think we'll go ahead and do the full surround here. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be able to get it, no problem. I don't want to put that unit there. Well, it looks like we're going to have to. If I can get infantry into the ruins, and I can, I prefer that. Yes, we'll get this guy in the open field, because they can actually entrench. Okay, I'm going to get you guys in there eventually. Just hold your horses. Infantry first. Okay, since infantry's there, I'll go ahead and put my artillery in. I don't see any choice. We probably will have to bombard here. And we'll bombard with that unit as well. And you, where do you want to go? I guess we'll double well, we could start pushing out and conquering all of these other towns, I guess. Sure, why not? In fact, the guy up here, now that he has full supply, should have no problems poking his head where otherwise it doesn't belong. This will take 78. That's fine. We don't need to push any further. I don't need this line, so this next turn we'll move back south. But that'll happen next turn. So how are we doing as far as ranged attacks go? I'm kind of curious how much devastation this will cause the city. In fact, we may not need to do this turn at all. They do not have that many forces, and sure, they're well entrenched, but I don't think I want to do this bombardment until we're ready to do the final attack, which is going to be next turn, I think. Just because I don't want to destroy any of this. I mean, what are our odds right now? Dude, it's 5.1 with this tank. Now, they're not going to fight as well. I'm pretty sure that this will show that the city... Well, it's not showing it. It should show that for the city... City Dome, VP... No. Well, there should be an attack cost, but maybe this is not considered a full city. Looks like it is to me. Or maybe it's just considered plains. Maybe there's no urban modifier here. Maybe the only urban modifier is the ruins. Actually, it seems to work that way. So I'm actually surprising to me. Okay, well, fair enough. We'll still take it next turn. Oh yeah, we have industrial points. Let's go ahead and do the ever so costly road out of the mountains. And then we can connect, no problem. So good, we have a road connection all the way, at least. So supply should flow pretty nicely. Gosh, if we have a little bit, and it looks like we do, I might need to make a paved road, because that's a pretty expensive journey for the trucks still. Now the road, once we have the road built through the mountains, the trucks no longer feel the mountains. Which is a little counterintuitive, I think. But, yeah, so right through the high mountains is still only 10 for wheeled and tracked. It's the same as anything. So they don't really take the altitude climb and all that into consideration. So anyways, what I want to do is just get a few... Okay, we can do 216, that's fine. We'll do the first 3 like this, just to help the trucks get out there initially, because the supply points, or the truck points, the logistical points, fades over every hex, and it fades, I think it fades a lot more for dirt than it does for paved. This might even be shown, yeah, truck logistics on the bottom, you can see the paved road we have here is a 5. It's down here. It's right above. So the bottommost one is rail logistics. The next one above that is organic supply. That's how the troops collect supply from roads. They can actually like abstract the walk. You have people walk and get the supplies. And then the truck logistics, that's what we're actually interested in. That's the truck station we have. And honestly, something we should upgrade. So 5 points, but if I go over to this road, now we can see that the truck logistics is 10 points. So, okay, I was going to guess double, and it is in fact exactly double. Let's go back to our movement. Move, move, move. Okay, good. So let's start cutting them off, if possible. It's only kind of possible unless we use our artillery, which I don't want to use my artillery. Okay, we'll get this guy up here as well. I know he could have bombarded this turn, but we actually have some raiders still. That's a fine thing for me to execute. Yeah, I might even shift. I know that this is a unit which is just going to die instantly the moment that we take contact. I'm still going to push him up there because he helps me to achieve my objective, which is to try to cut off the city before it's too heavily reinforced. Okay, I will move 1 unit here. 1 unit here. Keep this guy out of the fight, and then these guys just need to keep moving up. Let's see the fuel. Well, I already know what it is. Oh my god. Okay, that wasn't that bad. That was 52 fuel. My god, it is a lot. So much. I'm probably gonna have to just get rid of that unit in the end. Okay, well, we're very close to conquering this city already. I feel pretty confident. That's good for us. Over there, at least. Okay, let's see. Did we already do the movement here, or is this a new turn? Yeah, this is not a new turn. So let's make it a new turn. I think we're done with everything. I'll just pause to scan. Well, I don't know how or why, but we did get an enormous influx of food, so I am going to go ahead and construct this biofuel refinery. We can always mothball it if we end up not wanting to convert oil or food to oil. So, I would much rather find an oil mine, but no luck on that so far. So we continue to wait. And I don't think there's anything else we want to do unless we wanted to order more ammunition. I think we're okay on that front. No bombardments this turn. We're just a peaceful people. We come in peace until the next turn. Be interesting to see if any of these people are going to be like annoyed enough to try to do something. Did he retreat in? No, we didn't have a movement yet. It's just funny to see this one tank up here. But they have good recon, so they're good for exploring. Let's see, that was a good move. Well, there. I think that guy did get in, unfortunately. We'll just have to bombard. We'll surround it and we'll bombard, I guess. Okay, 44% of the vote won. It's interesting. Serpentization. There we go. We have an idea to speed up the natural process of serpentization of rocks. If it works, we could use the energy that would be released. So, some kind of water to energy, I guess. Heavy guided RPG. That sounds awesome. Metalhead. This is the heavy tank. Oh, awesome. We operationalized the Armored Grenadier Corps. So let me go and take a look at that. Recon 6 machinery. Fantastic. Let's take a look at that first because I will otherwise forget. So let's look at this one. Armored Infantry Corps. Is this the one I remember? Yeah. So that's the one we want as a core, I think. Yeah. So the ratio is better here. It's like 5-1, which is good. And here it's... Well, it's actually better than 5-1 here, and then it's 5-1. So, actually, the armies is not a bad choice either, but here it's only 4-1? Yeah, 4-1. Which is actually 2 units of infantry to 5 units of armor. So it's actually lopsided in favor of the armor. But and here it's 10-18, so it's a little bit better. Yeah, the core is probably the best way of dealing with them. Or to deploy them. Let's look at the Armored Grenadier. Oh my gosh. Well, this is a busy group. Yeah, actually it's really cool though. It's a bit of everything. It's like everything. Armored. Motorized transport for all the infantry. So I guess that's 10 infantry. 3 infantry. So 10 transports for any kind of infantry. 30 is infantry itself, which is I guess like just normal riflemen. Then you have, 33 of those transports pull artillery, then 2 pull machine guns, and 2 pull RPGs. So it becomes half and half armor and motorized transports at the brigade level. I think I like that even better. I don't think there's anything else really exciting. Yeah, we know all the other stuff. Okay. Good to look. Good to see. Let's take a look at our latest Dragon Heavy Wheeler. I want the Heavy Wheeler. I want the APCs. Like, I hope they give me something with the APCs soon. Boy, that metalhead looks huge. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Movement modifier minus 50%. Fuel's only 5.4 per hex, so you know that's like almost twice as good as the... This is actually not bad. I kind of like it. Field testing, by the way, the field test design was broken until recently, so the fact that my Grunts 3 was better than my Grunts 2 was actually kind of a lucky thing. Or it didn't necessarily have to improve as much as it did. But he's fixed that, so the jump between different designs should be a little bit bigger now. Gosh, what do we need? Let's lock this one, take the staff council down quite a bit. In fact, let's lock that one as well. Model design does not need any increase. I think we'll just take the staff council down to 60. I mean, they have everything, so they're actually wasting points, which is my worst nightmare. I'm going to take it down to 12%, so we'll boost both the economic council and the military research. Yeah, that seems okay to me. We aren't really getting that much economic research. Let me boost that by another percentage.
Affirmative.
Minus 16. I'm sorry, Turner. Okay, economic council. Honestly, now that we have things under control, I don't really care about the economic policies. We'll take those up to 8. But the prospecting, I would like, if you can prospect and find me some oil, that would be good. It'll be a little bit late now, but still good. And we'll do something like that. Research should be the high priority here. Okay, we'll do this.
Roger that.
Staff Council, we can discover order of battles, we can operationalize them. Looks like you don't need to operationalize as quickly because we're handling that pretty well. Let's take it down to 22. Postures, not super important, we'll leave that at 15. We haven't needed to use them yet. Like the default posture, just 100% attack, defense, normal is good. I will boost this occupation and governance one because I'm not sure exactly what its effects might be, and then we'll leave that a little bit higher, 7% higher overall, because discovering the new orders of battle, that's what I'm most interested in. Model design, we do have a chance to upgrade or something, or how about this? We develop a rocket launcher. Oh my gosh. Well, it's pretty expensive as far as ammo goes. At 4,000 firepower just seems like it's already very good. For a 25% increase, the ammo goes up by 50, the weight goes up by 50, and the cost goes up by 50. Yeah, I think we'll do small rockets. I don't know what this means even, so we'll do that. How much weight was that? 175. 75 minus 345. So it was basically 175 total for everything. So it probably was what, 150? Yeah, no, just 100. So I guess the base cost is 70. Okay. So 70 weight at 100. We're at 170 now. And then another 175 would take us up to 350, which is pretty, seems reasonable. I feel like you'd be able to pull that. Not that we expect, I mean, maybe I should just go with the lightest weight. This is actually significantly more expensive as well. Let's go with the minimum, because I think that these can actually hit from 2 hexes away. They should never be in combat. Which means, what's our weight? 205 total? Well, it depends on how fast we want to make these. Or actually, we could just use a little bit less fuel. I think that with 205 weight, I think you can be within like 5 or 10%. And not have a huge penalty. It might be a small penalty for being over, but we're going to be saving twice. I mean, it's only going to cost us half the fuel to move, which is great. So let's do the light diesel engine. Picard Commune just keeps having their ding-dong parliament turn against us. We have a chance of doing it, but I don't really want to. Wow, we're capped on food suddenly. Jeez, holy cow. That really just shot up there. I think we'll do this because it doesn't really matter if we fail, but everyone seems to like this decision. So we'll just do it.
Affirmative.
Oh, we succeeded. Holy cow. Now, what is our relation with them? 95. Yeah, we're doing fine. Nothing to worry about. Not for a while. Okay, well, let's get to the brutal part. Alright, let's do some attacks.
Fire!
So many hits. And deaths.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Okay, let me look here at the textual. This is what happened. Survived the attack, but suffered points. Survived the attack, 221. Good. I'm glad they all survived. We're definitely going to do this attack right now, so I don't have to do another round of bombardment. Let me see who's already available to do the attack. I mean, we're at 45 to 1. Like, basically, don't go any further. 45 to 1, this is fine. Let's do the attack.
Engaging enemy.
Oh, it's going well.
Mission successful.
Yep, didn't lose anybody. And we've taken our first city. Hooray! Okay, so this zone is now ours. These poor guys, we'll have to go over and conquer them, but they have fallen, and now this is where we will probably need a rail station. I just want to make sure our oil concerns are addressed first. 2 more turns left for the biofuel. We can always just stave off the... We can just use trucks for now. Yeah, we have enough. I'm going to try to do sealed road. 90. That's not too bad. 90. We want a sealed road anyway. Oh, well, no. It can't find the HQ suddenly? I guess maybe because the transition just happened. Let me see if I can do this. Why is it not working? I got this to work before. I don't remember what I did. See, what I've done is I've moved the wrong way. I don't think this was here before, and I accidentally did it the wrong way. So zone borders. I thought you're just supposed to click. I don't know. I don't understand the zone borders. I thought that I'm gonna have to go back and figure out what I did. I've moved zone borders before, and now I can't remember what I was doing. It was so easy. I was just like click and what did I? No, I think it's the turn you capture them, you can't do it. I think I remember doing this before, and that was the problem. Okay, let's go back to movement mode, because we have some people who can move. Some people who don't really need to move, though. I think the infantry can move forward. And you can stay there. Alright, so we'll get them connected next turn, and let's also make sure our lives twice as difficult by connecting this one as well. So we've seen how potentially devastating these artillery attacks can be. Considering this unit is real, I'm just going to do 1 artillery attack. So I don't want to kill that many people. I think this was a very smart decision, not to put both in. Took them down 29. Oh my god, we did 800. Okay, it did only 202 each. So the other one must have done some insane damage. We did so much damage to all the assets. Okay, let's move on in. It's all over. And, 24, 34, 50. 55, okay. Should be over pretty quickly. And it is. Oh no, Light Industry 1 was completely obliterated. I would really have liked to have taken that alive. Okay, so we have a police station, an arena, dome farm. There's gonna be some unrest, as I'm sure you can imagine. So I'm just gonna chuck some people in there. I won't chuck this person in there though, because they can start grabbing me new territory. Anybody who wasn't involved in the attack, or who even was involved in the attack, but is free to move. It's pretty good. It's a good turn. Yeah, so I do want to load up some people in there though, because it's going to be good to have people to suppress the angry people. My people will suppress your angry people. Let's just take a look at these cities too. How's the Omicron? Okay, they're extremely happy. Their liberators have come. The propaganda stories, let the proper propaganda reels run. They're also extremely happy. People really like us. Must be the way that we bombarded their town right before we took it. Yeah, I'll leave this guy out though. Okay. Well, I think that's everything for this turn, this episode. Not this turn, we might have some more to do, but we'll wait for those zones to come back into our control. I guess that'll happen next turn. So let's also start building, because I think it will be eventually important, this railway. It's only going to take 2 turns. And after that, we're going to have to make sure we have enough industrial points saved up to start running the rails. I mean, let's just see what the rail is going to cost us to go up this way. So this one's going to take 360, 264. Not bad, huh? I mean, we're going to need a rail station over there as well. It's weird, actually. This one allows me to build through the city when I wasn't able to do that when I was building the road. So 672, I don't know if I want to do this, but yeah, I guess I do. So there, it's done. Now we have a railway. And you can see that the rail actually runs in parallel with the road. So maybe I can build this. Okay, when we start here and build a sealed road. Yeah, now it's working. And we have a few industrial points left. So let's just go all the way to the doorstep. Hopefully our trucks can deliver things back and forth no problem. And here as well, we'll start working on that. I guess we'll start working on that next turn. Divvying up the zones, getting them settled. So that's what we'll do. I'm looking forward to it. And just like that, in the snap of your fingers and the blink of your eye, we are now from 1 city to 3. And maybe it hasn't updated. Otherwise, or maybe it has, and these cities are just really small. We can probably tell. How small are you guys? No, 118,000. That's not small. Yeah, 100,000. I mean, I'm sure that hasn't updated then. Which makes sense. The reports happen during the turn resolution, so. Okay, but for now, thanks for watching, and until the next one, take care.